So if you take a look around the world today and all the atrocities that are happening, I can completely understand why there are a lot of people out there who are saying, you know what, God cannot exist that is all loving and all powerful. Because if he's loving and all powerful, then why doesn't he do something, right? So either he's all powerful and just don't care, or he's loving, but he's not capable of doing anything about it. Well, that's what I'm here to talk about today. That's what I want to look at. See, I think there's something missing in that train of thought that's pretty important. And I'm not going to throw a bunch of Bible verses or Christianese or any other religious mumbo jumbo at you, because to you that probably doesn't matter, and I get it. What matters is if there's a God that's all powerful and all loving, then what the heck's going on? All right? But here's the deal. I think we need to take a look at love, okay? Love, in order to be true, genuine love, has to be a choice, right? Because you can do a couple of things. Let's say we have love where somebody is required to love someone and they're forced to, okay? So obviously they probably won't actually love that person. They'll just pretend and they'll act like it. But that won't be real love. It's actually going to be fear, afraid of some sort of consequences or something that will happen if they don't love that person. So that's not real love. They can pretend like it's love and they can go through all the actions, but it's not going to be real love. Now, the other way that you could get required love is if it was like, go with me here on this one, like if you were programming a robot and you could require that robot to love unconditionally. You know, no matter what happened, no matter the circumstances, it was required to love. But is that really love? If you're required to love, that's your programming, that you cannot make any other choice, is that really love? I mean, because I think love is love because the person can choose to love. That's what is so great about love. So hold on to that thought for me. You have to have love as a choice. It cannot be required. You cannot make somebody love somebody. So, in order to have love, then that means that this robot that was created also needs to have free will, right? So, in order to love, there has to be free will. Now this robot can choose to love. Now it may not necessarily love all the time. And that is the important key factor, okay? And I'm not talking about God may not choose to love all the time. No, I am saying that God created humans with the capacity to love. But in order to have the capacity to love, they must be able to choose to love. Because if you don't allow love to be a choice, then it's not really love anymore. So that enters free will. And now humans can choose what they want to do. They can choose to do bad. Is that because God is not all powerful? Is it because God is not loving? I think it's because God chose for there to be the option of love. And by the very nature of love, there must be able to be a choice. And we people are not perfect, and we don't always choose love. We make the wrong choice. And because of it, there can be a lot of bad consequences. So this thought that if there is a God, he must be either all-powerful or loving, he cannot be both, I believe is wrong. He is all-powerful. He is loving. But he chooses for there to be genuine, honest love. And in doing that, that means that there is a choice to not love and to not do the right thing.